So, ito na nga. Ito na siya. This completes my collection for No Way Home. And this is by far the most expensive dun sa tatlo. And this is more expensive than yung total ng 3 existing figures ko so far. So, what I have is the authentic Tom integrated suit, bootleg na Homecoming, and then yung bootleg na Andrew Garfield Firefighter. So now, I have this authentic, syempre, na Tobey from Spider-Man 2. This cost around 5k. Grabe. If I had gotten this around 20 years ago, mga 500 pesos lang halos. Wala pa nga yata. Anyway, ilang days ko na rin siyang hawak and I intend to open it. Pero hindi ko pa nabubuksan kasi hindi ako sure kung paano. Tagal kong pinag-isipan. So, syempre, ayokong sirain yung card. So, kailangan ko i-cut yung plastic. So, if I cut yung top dito sa sides na to, then may chance na matupi yung sticker, which I also don't want. If I cut sa right side, ganun din, pwedeng matupi ito. If I cut sa bottom, baka accidentally mahiwa ko naman yun. If I cut sa right, would seem to be the best solution. But as I inspected the plastic, start nang mag-crack dito sa side na to. Siguro kasi malutong na yung plastic. So, might as well just continue slicing here. I think that's the best option. I'll slice here and then do this side. Before I start opening this bubble, let's have a look at the card. We can see that it's a bit worn from age. Here we get some sort of origin story, mention some keywords like with great power comes great responsibility, and of course it mentions Spidey sense. This figure is called the Spider Sense Spider-Man from Tobey's, so that's why that text is there. This figure comes with a play feature or a gimmick. That's why you get these instructions at the back, and that's also why aside from Spider-Man, you also get this wall and tentacles. So step 1 is to pull the timer lever to one side. Next you attach the figure and the tentacles to the wall, and then you turn on the switch. You see some red dot here, since the eyes are supposed to light up. And then after a few seconds, Spider-Man jumps or is basically pushed out of the wall. And then to this side, you see the other Toy Biz figures from this series. And then on the left, some instructions how to replace the batteries. So I think this figure comes with batteries packed inside. I hope they haven't leaked out yet. And now we finally open this 18-year-old box. Let's start cutting away now. So I'll start at the top by following the crack. After I've done that, I noticed that at the bottom there's a crack as well. So I followed that too, and then I cut horizontally near the seal. This was easier to cut compared to the Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Select shell, probably because it's older. Also may cracks din kahit dun sa kabilang side. Medyo crunchy na rin yung bubble. And it's actually yellowish, hindi lang halata dito sa video. Now there's some opening on the side. It's very cool there. Ayun, actually hindi maganda yung pagkakabukas ko sa kanya dito. Mahirap atakin yung shell sa loob. While I was pulling that, medyo naangat-angat yung plastic, so natatanggal-tanggal na rin yung dikit niya sa card. Hindi naman napunit, so okay lang. Pero hassle, hindi malinis yung opening. Nagkikis-kisan din yung plastic pag hinahatak. Kaya medyo maingay siya habang tinatanggal ko. Gusto ko sanang i-describe yung amoy ng bagong bukas na Toy Biz. Kaso, lunchtime ko to ni-record. Kaya ayun, wala. Amoy ulam lang kasi nagluluto. And wow! Yun, I was expecting amoy imported or amoy factory or even amoy luma. Pero wala, ulam lang. Anyway, inside, may dalawang parts yung plastic. Nasa top, Spider-Man with the label. And then inside, nandito yung wall, kasama yung tentacles. What I like about this is may sort of diorama ka na rin dahil dun sa wall. So pwede mo siyang i-pose and gamitan ng tentacle na props for pictures or for display. Upon touching this, I wasn't expecting na malambot siya. Akala ko parang plastic material siya na nafo-fold na may joints din. So I pick up the wall here since yun yung pinakamadaling tanggalin. And upon inspection, parang hindi naman yata nag-leak yung battery. I don't see any green stains. So either hindi siya nag-leak or baka wala pala talagang battery na kasama.
There's only one way to find out.
Let's see if this works. Oh!
Ayan, hindi masyadong kita but actually there's nothing to see. Pinindot ko lang yung on button and it made some sounds. And I wind it up again by pulling the lever to the side. So balikan natin yung plastic. Sa gitna may parang serial number. And then yung tentacles naka-clamp gamit ng wires. So let me just remove those wires. So may 4 na tentacles, 2 maliit, 2 malaki. And ang ganda talaga ng pagkaka-paint. Hindi ko alam kung ako lang pero hindi halata na soft rubbery material yung ginamit. Mukha talaga siyang parang metal or basta mukha siyang matigas na material. And then yung dulo niya magkakaiba para alam mo kung saan socket siya ipa-plug dun sa wall. And then ikinabit ko na nga siya. Para maikabit, kailangan ko i-adjust yung lever ng konti para nakagitna lang yung socket. May konting problem sa recording pero ito yung itsura niya kapag naikabit na. Kasi yung tentacles dun siya sa wall mismo nanggagaling. Medyo weird pero yun yung gimmick niya. So mamaya ite-testing natin yan. Pero before that, tanggalin muna natin si Spider-Man syempre dun sa kanyang bubble. So tight naman siya dun sa plastic pero naka-clamp pa rin siya ng wires. So tanggalin natin yung wires na yan. So yan, ganyan talaga ako magtanggal kasi gusto ko maibalik ko siya as close to the original packaging as possible.
Okay, it's done. Okay, ease out.
And it looks awesome. Overall, the paint job looks great. The colors seem movie accurate. It has a nice blue shade. Although yung texture ng red parang masyadong makintab, parang plastic na plastic yung dating. Pero maganda yung raised webbing niya. You would almost think na dinikitan siya ng solid silver colored material para dun sa webbing. If not for the few parts na hindi nag-align yung paint. Pero ang ganda talaga ng texture niya, lalo na dun sa blue parts. Lumagpas lang ng konti yung red paint dito, pero almost unnoticeable naman. Actually, hindi masyadong kita sa camera. Then yung eyes niya naman, unlike the others na painted white, may lenses talaga siya since this is a light up figure. Yun nga lang ang dark niya by default. Now, yung articulation naman, starting with the head, walang up or down. He can turn his head sideways, 360 degrees. I'm not sure how that affects yung wiring niya sa loob. Hopefully, hindi siya maging issue. Next, meron siyang separate joint para sa kilikili, letting you move it up and down. And then you have this joint para ma-rotate around naman yung arm. And then yung upper arm pwedeng i-twist around. And then you can bend, of course, yung elbows. Then yung lower arm then pwede ring i-twist around. Yung wrist can also bend up and down in one direction. Now yung fingers, this is interesting. Yung dalawa lang sa gitna, pwede mong i-fold ng sabay to make him do a web shooting pose. Of course, yung kabilang arm pareho lang. I just noticed na may konting excess plastic dun sa kanyang right arm. Moving to the torso, you'll notice immediately that there's no joint here. Isang solid body lang siya. There's no ab crunch. It's a bit disappointing but you'll see on his back, this part connects to the wall prop kaya hindi siya pwedeng i-bend. Also, medyo pangit tingnan yung likod because this is the downside of getting a figure with a gimmick. Now, yung hips naman pwede siyang i-twist kaso hindi siya pwedeng i-bend. Pero yung legs, you get a good range of motion naman. Yung thighs, hindi mo pwedeng i-twist. Yung knees, you get double joints. And then yung lower leg din, pwedeng i-twist around. The ankle can bend up and down with very minimal side tilt. And then finally, meron din siyang toe joint for those really dynamic poses. Now, speaking of poses, yung main reason kung ba't kinuha ko yung figure nito is yung No Way Home na movie. So it's important for me na I can recreate this scene. So here's an attempt at doing that pose. So ayun, hanggang ganyan lang siya, nakaupo lang. There's no way para gawing mas mababa yung hands niya kesa dun sa paa. Unlike yung ginagaya nating pose, kasi hindi niya kayang tumingala, hindi niya kayang i-bend yung abs or yung hips. So paupo lang na ganyan or parang nakadapa. Okay lang sana to kung kaya niyang tumingala, kaso hindi. Actually may workaround yung pose na yan pero I'll save that for later. Also, kapag ganito kalapit, kitang-kita kung gaano ka-dark yung eyes niya. Tinry ko rin siyang kulayan ng puti, kaso hindi ko gusto yung effect. Parang ang cheap na plain white siya. Gusto ko sana white, pero parang glassy pa rin. Since hindi ko yung kayang gawin, binura ko na lang ulit. Speaking about the light up eyes, try natin ngayon yung play feature niya. So again, sa likod niya may 3 butas. 2 para dun sa electric pins, then a third one para dun sa spring to push him away from the wall. So to start, kailangan mo na i-turn yung lever papunta sa right. Pero dapat naka-off.
Oh wait, it's on.
Siguro kaya hindi nag-leak yung battery after all these years kasi naka-off naman siya. I don't know how batteries work.
Moment of truth.
Dami kong preparation na ginawa to make sure na safe yung bagsak niya, tas ganun lang pala kahina yung pagkakahagis. And parang hindi yata umilaw yung eyes niya. So try natin ulit. It seems ayaw talaga. Could be one of 3 things. 1, pundido yung light. 2, hindi enough yung contact ng pins sa likod. Or 3, mahina yung battery. Hindi ko matetest yung sa battery kasi ayaw kong i-unscrew yung likod and wala akong pamalit. Yung pin naman, not sure how to test. So, tinry kong i-check kung pundido nga yung light by connecting him directly to a battery and gumagana naman siya. So, kulay red yung eyes niya as shown dun sa card. Weird choice of color. Siguro magiging mas maputi din yung lenses kahit naka-off kung white yung LED sa loob. Not sure bakit pula. Baka may difference yung technology ng white LED then versus now. I don't know. Also, dahil dun sa red light, parang nagiging pinkish tuloy yung dating nung red sa suit niya kapag nakabukas yung ilaw ng mata. But anyway, that's the whole toy review. So now it's time to pose him for some pictures. And that concludes this video. I also did an unboxing of those 2 other Spider-Mans here, and if you're interested in that, then please check them out in my channel. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to see more videos in the future, and thank you for watching.